Oh boy, it's time for a side story. So, Tengu, Gale, we both go to war, basically, Empire and Rebellion take each other out. But I didn't mention that Landon had his own country going. Now, Landon had a country with him, I think it was Immortal, Lynx, and his brother Cookie. They were getting our help, but Tengu had figured out that I was there. And you know Tengu, he's gonna blow pretty much anything to hell that he doesn't like. So let's get into it. So, in day one, Landon and Immortal had decided to make a base near spawn. This base, well, didn't go anywhere because it's at spawn. People can just raid it the second they log on. And so they did. Landon was robbed so many times, I can't even count it. He also died an unbelievable amount of times during his mining trips. So he had a really rough start. He had made another country, but I'm pretty sure he had got betrayed in that one. And now we skip to where the Empire was around. He decided to join the Empire, and the Empire decided to help his country rise. And then we saw it. Tengu flew by the top of the base, and the second we saw Tengu, I went into battle mode and chased him down. But of course, I could not make the kill. Now, Landon was given the task to guard the hell out of the place. He decided to get villagers, and then Tengu showed up and killed pretty much everybody. Their loot was stolen, and the base was destroyed. However, Dark Demon and Tengu were working together, and they were at the base. I didn't know this, but I had accidentally stumbled upon them in the base. So, me doing what I do best, I decided to go down there and try to murder Tengu. Of course, that didn't work, so I just spawned a wither and called it a day. And that is his tale of two brothers. And yes, the other brother is Cookie. Why do you even ask? But hold up. Future me, can you cut the music? The Empire had fallen, and my ego needed a way to get powerful and satisfied. So I decided to get the biggest band of people to show up at spawn, and this is where we begin my favorite chapter. The rise of the capital. 8 of us decided to band together at World Spawn and travel 3,000 blocks to a new home that we would call our capital. This capital would inevitably rise to be one of the most powerful countries ever made in TheGaleSmp history. This country would have an overload of members, an overload of loot, and plenty of plans that would sadly never come to be. So much hype. Let's get right into this chapter. So, the capital. Of course, 8 of us decided to go find this spot that we wanted to build our home on. Of course, we found a mountain area, but that mountain had a flat area below and a village that was on the mountain. So we decided to use this land and call it our home. Of course, the coordinates were public since this was a capital, and a capital is supposed to have an overload of members, and so we did. I'm pretty sure we had 23 members. I can't name them all because that would be insane. Now, the Empire had plenty of plans, as you saw in the last clip. We had multiple phases that we were supposed to go through. The first phase was called the Start, the second one was the Expansion, the third one was called the Throne Age, and the fourth one is called the Age of Riches. But, sadly, our capital would only get to phase 2. But, we did have a great run. But some members were a little bit sketchy when it came to joining, because some of the members were part of the rebellion, and most of them were a part of the Empire. So there was a little bit of a tension within the members, but once I established that we weren't specifically hunting down the other side, we all became friends, and our community area was born. People were starting to build their houses, I started to build a farming tower, everyone started to build their homes, and Duelist became the primary builder of the country, building an interior mountain ridge that would essentially get us from one side to the other. This is also used as a mining area, an area to collect lava with the farms, and an area to have some rooms, but mainly an excavation area to get plenty of stone and stone bricks. We were slowly starting to become rich, especially with an oak forest nearby. We had so much wood, we had riches from, from Castle Rock, we had riches from the mines, we had a great start, and the capital was starting to become a little too big. But don't worry, not threateningly big. In fact, here's a photo of the capital when we first began. We were doing very well, and this is the end of this chapter. Now, this capital would have some future problems, and in the next chapter, it would go to war against its own members, essentially a civil war. That was barely won. Now that's it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. And of course, like, subscribe, comment, and share to your friends who are also as bored as you. And that's all I have to say for today, boys. Goodbye.